Salutations, Queen of Shade here, just coming to share a little bit more perspective with you, who I am. And, this one is about what I've gone through. I don't know if any of you can relate to this, but I want you to listen. Throughout my early adult years, when I was 18, 19, 20, through 25, I encountered a lot of men when I was trying to actually date. And they were different men. They didn't know each other. And it seemed to be this general consensus. Every single man said things to me like, "Oh, I just wanted to date you to see what it was like." Or, "You won't stay with me." Or, "You'll leave me the first chance you get." And I used to go about the business of trying to prove them wrong. And inevitably, the relationship would tank. They never made it to being my boyfriend. They never made it past the courtship. They never made it past the casual sex. We never made it, and I always took it like it was my fault. I always took it like I couldn't keep a man. I always took it like there was something intrinsically wrong with me. Trust me, I've talked about this in therapy a lot. But tonight, smacked me upside my head. If a man says to you, "I just wanted to see what it was like to be with you," someone like you, or if a man says to you, "You're not going to stay with me no way," that doesn't mean there's something wrong with me. That means something more. It just dawned on me that when these men were telling me things of that nature, that it wasn't me that had the problem. They knew they didn't measure up. They knew that they didn't measure up. And that led me to an even greater epiphany. Baby, you better be careful walking through this world not knowing your purpose. See, at least I was able to walk away from those situations. But I want to let you know something. People can see your greatness even when you don't. They knew that they didn't belong with me because they knew they weren't a part of the end game. They knew they were not a part of my happy ending. They knew that the type of person I was or was becoming would not allow them to be a part of my end game. You know something? We will spend a lot of time bullying ourselves, beating ourselves up. I stopped dating altogether. But do you know why I had to stop dating? I'll tell you why. There was multiple reasons why I stopped dating. A, to focus on my career and build my empire. I'm doing that. I did that. But B, because I realized I was not going to meet the type of men I deserved on the current level that I was on. So I stopped dating. I stopped casual sex. I stopped all of that. Now, does that mean I'm against casual sex? No. But I'd rather have casual sex with people that have more to them like me. Substance. And it's possible because I'm out here. I am more than the proverbial man will ever be. And I'm looking for casual. Why? Because, baby, you could never be my companion. Ever. You could never. I think that's why I lean towards paying for it. Because I know what I want the way I want it. And I want it to leave when I say leave. But it led me to realize all these years I've been thinking something was wrong with me. Baby, when men are telling you you won't stay with me, or I just wanted to date you to see what it was like, baby, they're telling you that you're not on their level. They're telling you that you're on a higher level and that they know themselves that they don't have access to that level. So to be with you is the closest they could ever become to that level. That's deep. You got to know who you are or you will fall into danger. Let me tell you about the danger of that. The danger of not dating someone on your level and dating down instead of up is that you are rare. And when you are rare, you have to be careful, because some people will say, oh, well, I don't want anybody to have you. I don't want anybody else to have you. You're not going to leave me. And then they get violent. And then you don't make it out with your life. When I look back over my life, I realize how the divine safeguarded me. I realize how he kept me. I've had men not even want to divulge their status to me. I've been in situations where I could have been infected with all kinds of things. I'm not talking about just HIV. I'm talking about all kinds of things. I had one crazy summer, the year of 2008. I slept with 85 men on my own accord in my apartment, with me using the condoms and me topping feminine, soft top. I did, on my terms. But you want to know something? Yeah, you want to know something. This is getting juicy. You want to know. You know. I'll be right back. If you ask any of those men why they were willing to sleep with me, high voice and all, feminine top and all, a lot of them will tell you, because I never met anybody like you. I knew you were going places. I knew that you were just passing through. And I just wanted to meet you. People been saying that to me. Listen, see, this is the danger of not having confidence, of having low self-esteem. And see, I've never had low self-esteem, but I did not like the treatment of others for me because of who I am, because they could see my greatness, so I would dumb myself down. I don't do that anymore. I don't do that anymore. Not at all. For no one. Anyone. One of my greatest connections in the world said even something to me when I started all of this. And it started to bubble up and it started to grow and started to take shape, and you understood that this was now a baby. This was now a fetus growing into something much bigger. And I birthed this baby. But get this, even that man said to me, about time you woke up. About time you saw your greatness. About time you realized it, because everybody else around you realizes you're going places, but you're the only one that can't see it. People have been saying that to me as long as I can remember. And it was me walking around thinking I couldn't keep a man. Baby, no, they knew. They knew you didn't want to keep a man. They knew that you could have any man you wanted. You could have any man you wanted. And I'm not talking about every man. I'm not talking about straights. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that fits my parameters. See, I go after a certain type of man. And I go after that man because that man is also attracted to me. So you have to understand, it's not just me going after men that carelessly don't want to know me, don't want me, and me trying to bring them into wanting me. I don't do that shit. I'm 41 years old. I leave that to the young babies that are young, dumb, and full of cum and don't know any better. But the men that I am attracted to and go after, I get. And I didn't even realize that. I thought something was wrong with me. Oh, you just can't keep a man. No, baby, you can't keep a man on this level. You have to date where you're going. So I stopped dating altogether. I stopped dating to focus on my career, but also because on this level that I was starting on, these men wouldn't be a hard part of my end game. Casual sex is fine. I pay for mine. I don't want no free sex. You guys know I say that. But sweetheart, you can have amazing sex with amazing men, even if you paid for it. There are levels to this shit. Even when you say, oh, I like escorts. Listen, there's a difference between a jacked and grinder escort, a Twitter escort, and an agency escort. Someone that got handlers and all these things in place. There's a difference. There are levels to this thing. There's a difference between, oh, I'm a model, and oh, I'm a model. And you know, as little time as I spent in Paris, I was the real thing. I was the real thing. I had done the Chitlin circuit. I had tried to do that. But my greatness kept calling me higher. higher. And finally, I had to answer that call. And even in answering that call, I had to step away from the industry. Because, baby, I'm not the talent. I'm the one that signs the checks for the talent. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. A lot of people, including my family members first have said things about me, negative things about me. Oh, she's full of herself. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. Baby, I have to be. I have to be. Because if I'm not, you'll use me. Even my family members. When you ask them, well, why do you want him to come along? Why do you want him to be around you? It's because you want to siphon. You want to steal. So you want to steal. And I, at 41 years old, I don't let anyone steal me from me. I don't do it. I keep a very small circle. I don't go places. I don't club. I don't party, because I realize access to me and my energy will change your life. Who touched me? Woman with the issue of blood. I'm on that level. Who touched me? You see, everybody said, and they're like, oh, well, everybody's touching you, Jesus. Everybody's touching you. He said, no, someone touched me. You see? That's something when God makes you a God man. You don't know what that is? Look it up. Look it up. Been a God man for a long time. And here I was thinking, oh, you just can't keep a man. No. It's not about keeping a man. I can keep a man. I can keep men that I want. I got a lot of men that want me. But I don't want them. I don't want them. This gets juicier. Hold on. You see, a lot of men out here in this day and age, especially my color, they not looking for romance. They not looking for courtship. They looking for help. They looking for a benefactor. And that shit is hard to come by. But you know what's so crazy? I have a benefactor. Why? Because I deserve it. That's something I didn't realize. I have a benefactor. Because of the type of person I am, I deserve it. Not everybody deserves the type of lifestyle that I live. No, nobody deserves that. Not a lot of people deserve that. One of my spiritual mothers sent me a message the other night, made me cry. She said, I guarantee by the time you are 50 years old, you will be an active, listen to what she said, an active millionaire. And she said, I'm not talking about net worth. I'm talking about passively. Passive income. You will be an active millionaire. Baby, everybody can't go where I'm going. Everybody don't have this brain. And what I realized is in my life, because I started at the bottom, it was very hard to meet people to click up with. I couldn't click up with people. It just didn't happen because they weren't going where I'm going. And my God, trying to stay focused, trying to understand why, there's more to this. I say this to my nephew's son a lot. I'm always telling him, don't take these girls seriously. The girls on this level are not the girls that you should be dealing with because you're going higher. And sometimes people will entertain on this level down here. They'll entertain because they don't want to be alone. See, the first thing I had to master was being alone. I don't mind being alone. I enjoy my company because look at what the fuck I do when I'm alone. You're watching it. You're getting help from it. I love when I'm alone. When I'm alone, shit gets created. When I'm alone, lives get saved. When I'm alive, people change because of what I'm doing when I'm alone. So, baby, you got to understand something. It's not you. You're not the problem. People can see your greatness. The tail of your coat is showing. The wings that you're trying to hide underneath your trench coat are showing, angel. They're showing. And they recognize it. So be careful because you'll get people that want to snare you, stop you, trap you, hurt you. You got to be careful. Know your value, know your worth, and stop playing with people on this level. Hold out until you get to where you belong. All right, I can leave it there. I said enough. Hold out until you get to where you belong.